Good afternoon, my lovely Spurs fans. Paul the Hotspur hippie here. No rambling today, but I just thought I'd come outside because it's a beautiful day, even though it's a bit cold still. One more day till Ange. This is the last day that Ryan Mason is in charge of the team. Big Ange steps in tomorrow, so I'm hoping that in a couple of days I'm going to see a nice little press conference with journos probing him. I don't know if they do that. Do they do that style of new manager unveilings much these days? I can't remember really. I think Klopp did one, didn't he? But I'm thinking, Ange is a surprising man. Ange is a surprising man. Now, he's a surprising appointment by Tottenham. Even though I've been like a Postecoglou freak for many years, I'm surprised we signed him. And he did make some surprising choices at Celtic. So it's just got me thinking, what sort of rabbit out of the bag could Ange Postecoglou pick and nurture to get our lovely team ticking along a bit? Now, we've done some good business this summer. Maddison, I watched his little interview on Tottenham's official YouTube channel. There's only so much you can read into those, I think, sometimes. But I did like the twinkle in his eye. I did like the twinkle in his eye and the love he has for football. That's exciting. What was it? 10 goals. It's 9 assists last season in a useless Leicester City side. So that's it. That's a good one. I think we're all right when you look up the pitch. As every Spurs fan knows, our problem is we're a little bit leaky at the back, aren't we? A little bit leaky. It's like, a bit like a colander. And even though I've said a few times that I'd be disappointed if we don't sign some centre-backs, I'm just wondering, have we got someone in the team, or two people in the team, that could actually fulfil that role? And I'm still hoping we sign a centre-back. I'm just talking off the top of my head here. You know, they say, it's just a silly old man rambling. That's all it is. I don't work for Tottenham. I don't have any influence in their decisions. I'm saying that because the other day I did a video and I said, I'll leave it up to Ange. And I watched it back after I uploaded it. I thought, who am I to say leave it up to Ange? Oh dear. But I was on a roll, fuck it. Now, Ange does like work rate. He does like commitment to working hard more than anything else. And although he does appreciate a bit of talent, obviously. And I'm just thinking, could Pierre-Emile Højbjerg perhaps drop back into defence? I was just looking at the statistics, which I don't like doing, but I thought, I was just curious. It was peaked. And both him and Oliver Skipp did an awful lot of tackling last year. Problem is, when they got the ball, they didn't really know what to do with it much. But, that's because they're trying to play up the field. They were playing it under, a system that I wasn't too happy about watching. Basically, there's just two of them in the midfield. What can you really do? Now, I'm not for 1 minute saying that I think they're going to be instantly talented, but I'm thinking that could there be? Let me ask you, the internet people out there, could it be possible that Pierre-Emile Højbjerg or even Oliver Skipp? Because I remember Skippy was doing a lot of tackling last year. At one point, I was getting a bit worried about Skipp because when he came back from injury, I thought he was going in a bit too hard, like he was trying to prove something a little bit too much. He did calm down in the end, but, he suffered from that Tottenham affliction a lot of players suffer from last year, cul-de-sac-itis, where you just get the ball and run into a load of players. Lucas Moura was doing it, Højbjerg, Skipp, everyone was bloody doing it last year. But he was putting some tackles in. So I'm just wondering if Højbjerg or Skipp drop back to defence, and it's not unheard of. We've had players do that before. You can look no further than the great Steve Perryman MBE. 866 appearances for Tottenham. Started off in midfield, ended up at right back. So it's not unusual, you know. It's not unusual. And even though I'm a silly old duffer, when I'm thinking about this idea, I'm thinking it might be doable, you know. I'm thinking, keep Romero, and as the other centre back, Skipp or Højbjerg, probably Højbjerg, and then as a backup, Alfie Dorrington. There's rumours around that Ange is very keen on looking at more at Dorrington and another centre back. I can't remember his name, but Dorrington was the one that really excited me. I think he's an awesome player. Could that solve our defensive issue to a certain extent? You know, we let in 63 odd goals last year. It's been trending downwards for years, and I'm kind of thinking maybe Højbjerg's the guy for the job. I'm just wondering. He has no fear. He's intimidating. He's a big, strong lad. He's maybe coming towards his more mature years as a player. Is he quick enough? That would be a question mark. Perhaps Skipp is quick enough. So there's no question mark over that. I'm just thinking, we have done good business, and I've been saying if we don't sign a centre back, I'm going to be super annoyed. But I'm just forgetting who we've got as our head coach now, Ange Postecoglou, the magician. And he surprised a lot of people at Celtic when he gave all that responsibility to Callum McGregor. And because Ange knows people and he knows football, he got that decision dead right. I'm just wondering, could we see another left field bit of special sauce from Ange? He's already surprised me by hiring Mile Jedinak. Could he surprise all of us by plopping one of the players we've already got in the defence? Because we've got options out in the field, haven't we? We've got options out in the middle of the field. You know, midfielders, Bentancur, Basuma, Pape Matar. Now James Maddison is in the mix as well, you know. We have got some good players up the top of the pitch. Udogie, Porro. And I'm just thinking, you know what? The more I'm thinking about this, I don't mind the idea. I've been a bit critical of Pierre because I think he's a bit of a standard player. But you know what? Maybe standard in defence is what we need at the moment. So, tell me what you lot reckon. Am I barking mad? Well, I know I'm barking mad. I know nothing about football. But is it an idea that has any wings or not? I mean, having said that, I'll do this video, upload it, and then we'll sign Tapsoba, and it's all irrelevant anyway. But I'm just thinking outside the box. I'm trying to conjure my inner Ange, which is impossible, because an inner Ange, it wouldn't fit in my body, because he's just like massive. He's like a huge big guy with a football brain that exists outside this plane of existence. So what do you reckon? What do you reckon? Have we got players there that can do the job, or are we still desperate to sign them? Anyway, I'm getting excited. One more day for Ange. One more day for the revolution, the start of White Hart Lane. One more day until the march to proper glory commences and Tottenham Hotspur go at the rightful place, because we already know that Tottenham Hotspur are the greatest football team the world has ever seen. Come on, you Spurs.